Welcome everyone to Spilling the Tea with Estee and Marlene, where we serve the hottest tea. Join me and my baby stripper voice.
And me welcoming you all to eavesdrop onto our uncensored opinions. This platform is used to inform, laugh, and potentially inspire others to speak out about things we may all be thinking about but are too afraid to say out loud.
And don't forget, babes, if the shoe fits, wear it.
Welcome, guys,
Welcome to Spilling the Tea with Estee
Estee
and
and
Marlene.
Marlene. I was like, what are we welcoming them to?
Welcome to my home.
Welcome to my home. We've been spilling tea since he got here, but
Yeah.
let's focus on this tea.
Yeah.
You look cute.
Thank you. I had like 4 drinks before I came here.
So you're wired.
I'm wired. I'm fully
Ready.
to be uncensored.
Okay. So, we talk every day.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not 24 hours, but we talk a lot.
Yeah.
And you went to a brunch this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm telling you, my girls gave me content.
yeah, and you came back and you were like, I know what I want to say. Wait, I want to point out, Saturday we went to dinner with my friend and you were like, oh, like sometimes I just don't have anything to say on the podcast.
Well, yeah, you hang out with the bitches I hung out with on Sunday.
Yeah, and then on Sunday, 24 hours, you send me bullet points of like, I have a lot to say. Bam, 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 bam. And I'm like, oh, ¿y qué pasó? I thought you didn't have much to say.
Well, you hang out with these bitches,
Yeah.
the content just comes.
Okay. So where did you go first off?
So we went out to Citrico in Astoria. It actually was not ratchet.
No, I've been there. It's nice.
It's nice. I did see someone I went to high school with, and she had an entire new body.
Okay.
And she had also an entire new attitude.
She was not humble or she was humble?
No, like she acted brand new, but like I also was not trying to like engage.
Talk with her? Yeah.
So I was just like, oh, I know that bitch.
Keep it moving.
I know that bitch. I don't know her new body.
Is her new body nice?
Or
does it just look like everybody else?
A little bit of that, but I think because I know her OG form, I know that this is like super enhanced.
Okay. Bueno, ya pagó.
Maybe like if I didn't know her, I would maybe think it looks better.
But you know that it's super fake, so.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, if you pay, then that's yours.
Yeah.
But we know you was a popsicle before. Anyways.
Yeah.
So you came back and you were like, first of all, you told me this is gonna be your last single summer.
Yes. I said, I was like, you know what? I was like, I am going to claim it. This is my last single summer.
Okay.
So this summer, I am going to live it the fuck up. I am going to be so toxic. I am going to break hearts.
You're not gonna be at home at 9 p.m. on a Saturday.
Okay, I didn't say like, because you could be toxic daytime.
Okay.
I could be an early toxic person.
You wanna be toxic?
I am.
Wow. What made you come to this?
Because it's my last single summer. This is the last time I could do this. Because next summer I'm going to be, wife down. I'm going to be wearing turtlenecks. I'm not going to be provocative.
What do you mean wife down? I'm like the bitch with the chest out.
So yeah, I was like, girls. So me and my friend, Patricia, are going to be single this summer.
Okay.
And I was like, we can get into some real deep shit trouble.
Okay.
So I was like, let's do it. And she is down.
But you also said that you're gonna assemble.
Okay, so I said I was going to assemble a girl squad for this summer.
Okay.
And it is going to be called the Girls and Gays Last Single Summer. No. Yes. No. Girls and Gays Last Single Hot Girl Summer.
Okay.
Bad Bitch Squad.
Okay. But I try to say, I could be part of that squad. And you said no, bitch.
I said, you don't meet the requirements, my darling.
You
are not America's Next Top Model. You are not part of my girl squad. There is specific requirements that you don't meet them.
Okay, first of all, I'm not ugly, so I'm like...
Well, you meet that one.
Yeah, but what is the first requirement that I don't meet?
The first requirement for you to join my Girls and Gays, Last Single, Hot Girl Summer, Bad Bitch Edition.
That's a mouthful.
You have to be fully single.
Okay.
I know a lot of girls are in half relationships.
Okay.
I know some people that they are single, but their man thinks that they're in a relationship. You gotta be fully single, my love. Fully
No
single.
attachments.
No situationships, no attachments, fully single. Which you are not.
Take.
Requirement number 2, I would like for you to be in any form of Ozempic. It could be obtained legally or illegally. I really
don't
have
care?
no preference. But I would like the girls to be in some sort of semaglutide.
Why is this important?
Because it's going to lower cost. It's going to lower cost for food and drinks.
Okay.
So it's economical.
Okay. I get that.
The third one, since
Uh-huh.
we're going to be going out a lot, you need to have like a high funds. You
Okay.
cannot be like a broke bitch. You cannot be an itemizer. You cannot be like, I only had water. No, bitch. Like, you need to be, we're going to nice places. So you need to be able to afford them.
What would be like? What's the yearly income?
Like
Cap, like minimum.
minimum. I feel like you could be within like the 75.
Okay.
Because if we go to a bar and the drink is 25, I don't need you to flinch. You just take out the card and put it there.
Exactly. And I got the next round.
And that's where the Ozempic comes in, semaglutide.
Because it's just one drink.
It's just like 1 or 2 drinks. We're gonna be barely eating. The fourth requirement is that you need to be slightly slutty, but you cannot be a hoe, like a known hoe.
Wait, that's the last one?
No, that's number 4.
Okay.
Number 5 is you have to be a baddie.
Yeah. Well, and it says you must be secure in themselves.
Oh, you need to be secure because you cannot be insecure because it is, like I said, it is the girls and gays, last single summer, hot girl summer, baddies edition. So you have to.
You better remember this shit every time I ask you.
Because we're gonna make you have to be secure. Like it's only like the baddest Ozempic bitches. So you cannot be like it's me, no bitch. So that you have to be a baddie, and
The last one.
you have to be slightly slutty.
What does that mean?
Like you love sex.
I do.
You get dick down on the low. You have a couple partners, but like you're not like a known hoe.
How is this important though?
Because I want you to have a good time, but I don't want to be known that I'm chilling with community puss.
You don't want to be attached to the slut.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
So you got to be a slut on the low,
Yeah.
respectfully.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. I like that. I think that's important.
I so far
I was gonna say how many.
I don't have any recruits yet, but we're still actively casting for
well,
this.
it's you and Patricia.
Yeah, she's getting black market Ozempic at this point.
Okay. Okay, so you're recruiting.
We're recruiting. We're actively
So
recruiting.
please reach out to his DM.
Please reach out if you want to be part of my girl squad.
And please read over just listen again for the requirements.
Make sure you have to, you meet the requirements. Fully single, Ozempic, not a broke bitch, a baddie, a little slutty, and a secure bitch.
Okay. Okay, I think.
We welcome it.
Yeah, and then next year when he's like getting married off, we'll be there with cameras.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think this is going to lead you to a good man. I don't know about the toxic part.
You know what? I've never been toxic.
No, you haven't, and maybe that's why.
Yeah.
Like,
Maybe let's try it.
I'm like, I think you should try it.
Yeah.
Why not? I think you should have very high standards, but still, like, entertain. But, like, if a man wants to act the fuck up, no, put him to the side.
No.
Yeah. But this also led it led you to ask me a question. Which was...
I also drank a lot during that brunch, so I forgot what I
Yeah.
texted you.
You text me a whole bunch of shit. What do I think about a discreet hoe versus a popular hoe, which is the known hoe?
I will tell you why this came up.
Okay, tell me.
And this goes to my requirement. So we were talking about some girl that we all know through someone.
Okay.
And she's infamous for being a hoe. For being a little bit of like community puss. And I said that I'm very proud of that I can go to any party, I can go to any baby shower, I can go to any housewarming, and there's not gonna be multiple people there that are gonna be like, I fucked him. And like this girl does not have the luxury.
Okay.
Like, just from what I heard from my girls at brunch is that this girl can go to an event and there might usually be at least someone's gonna be like, yo, I hooked up with her, or we used to fuck a couple years ago, like we used to talk. Because, you know, she was community puss.
Okay.
So that's what got that conversation going. And then my friend said, oh, like my friend Patricia, we were talking about how like like she has had her fun, but you know, like nobody can go and be like, oh, we fucked her. So then I was like, oh, like I always say that the classiest borough is Queens.
Yeah.
I feel like it's the classiest borough. And then Patricia, I was like, I wonder why. And she said, it's because people in Brooklyn, no, she said, it's because in Queens we have houses. She said.
So nobody's going to see you going in and out.
No, she said, we in Queens have houses, so we have a lot more to lose. She said, building pussy moves a lot different. She said, building cooch is not made the same as house cooch. She said, because when you live in a house, you know people could pull up on you, so you move accordingly. She goes like,
that's true though.
She goes like, when you have a building pussy.
How you gonna know?
She goes like, people could just pull up to the building, but they don't know what apartment you live at. So girls are just be more just like wide open.
I agree with that. That's a good observation.
And then I was like, wow, I didn't know there was like differences between like house pussy and building pussy. And then they said, you know, Bronx pussy is just different.
I mean, I think.
As the owner of a pussy, what do you like?
Well, the thing is, like, I've been a little bit of everywhere. Like, I'm born and raised in Brooklyn.
In a house or a building?
In a building that was owned by us. So it's only like 6 apartments. So
okay, brownstone.
Brownstone.
Mm-hmm.
But like in those times, I never like had nobody pick me up at the front of the building. I always said, you need to go pick me up around the corner because my dad is gonna see your car and then he's gonna be starting to ask questions. Mm-hmm. So again, I was a discreet hoe from the beginning. Oh. But then I moved to Queens, and I moved to my mom's house, and there was only 4 apartments there.
House pussy.
And that was a house pussy. So again,
knew how to
around
move.
you, I was like, you need to meet me 2 blocks over because I don't want you to know where I live.
Yeah.
So that's fine.
Because people could pull up to your house like, this is where this person lives. She lives in one of the 4 apartments.
Yeah. So something could happen, right? Mm-hmm. And then lastly, I ended up in the Bronx, but I was in a settled down relationship then. But then when I was single, because I had my own space, if I had people over, it was because I only invited them.
Building pussy.
But
building pussy's out of control.
Well, you never knew what's coming in and out of here, baby. Like, you don't know what's going on here, but you know it's you don't know what's gonna happen. You don't know who's gonna come in, and this is like a whole bunch of apartments here, so it's depending. Like, I feel like Brooklyn bitches are very frank, and they're like, yeah, I'm fucking you and your brother. I feel like Queens bitches be a little bit more discreet. Mm-hmm. But I feel like Queens bitches...
Except the story bitches. That's a different
No,
breed.
I was going to say, some bitches be fucking the same people in the same group.
Astoria.
Okay? And then Bronx bitches, I feel like sometimes they could be a little aggressive.
Straight up aggressive.
Yeah. Like, and I don't know about Manhattan pussy because I imagine they're a little slutty because, you know, a lot of white bitches They be slutty.
I don't know about I actually don't know about any pussy. But this is what I heard.
Okay.
But when I was like, damn, like.
But that is true. House pussy is different from building pussy because you don't want nobody coming up in your house, stalking you or breaking a window or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
So it's true. I agree with that. As a person that owns a pussy.
And lives in a building.
And lives in a building and lives in a house.
Uh-huh.
So you gotta be. So for me.
So am I moving into a building? for my toxic summer.
For your toxic summer, I think you should move into a building.
Like many floors.
With many floors.
Like 3,000 units.
Yeah, like a lot of floors. But also, I think if you're going to stay where you're at, you should get picked up like 2 blocks. Well, you should get picked up at 7-Eleven around your house. So that nobody knows where you really live, which way to go. So I think that's fine. But I was telling you, I was like, I've always been a discreet bitch. Like, you're not going to know my shit. But I already knew that from the beginning that I wanted to be, I didn't want to be like known.
Yeah, I feel like as sex positive as people are and pro sex, you never want to be known as the bitch that everybody fucking, like everybody fucked.
Well, also you don't want to know like, oh yeah, like by the way she be queefing. Oh yes, I fucked her last week and like yeah she queefed with me. Like I just don't want to. I never been that type of person that two guys are gonna share their experience with me. Yeah. About me. So like no.
Yeah, and you don't want to walk into like a party, and then just have like a couple guys that you have hooked up with, and they're just there like, yo, we all fucked her. And you showed they were your man, like mad innocent.
Like. So. As my own experience, I can say that discreet bitches, I think, come out winning.
Yeah, I have always been very discreet with the people I date, the people I am intimate with.
Yeah.
The people who I entertain.
I mean, how...
My roster is always extremely private.
Uh-huh. I mean, imagine, like, you had just posted a hand and people were in your DMs asking if that was your man.
Yeah, people were asking me who I went to Asia with.
They're interested. But when you were... Well, we all kind of, most of the time, lose our virginity in high school. Did you know you wanted to be a discreet person? Like, did you learn from any experiences from watching other people?
Kinda.
Yeah, because that's how I learned.
Like, I mean, even though I say Queens is the classiest borough, like, it's kind of half true. There's a lot of fucking hoe-ass bitches. And the high school I went to, hoe-ass bitches.
Yeah.
The neighborhood I went to school with, hoe-ass bitches. So, there was some, and I went to a smaller high school that everybody knew your business. So, you know who the girls that had bounced from dick to dick were. And, you know, like, it was never,
Child.
you never spoke
Not the bouncing.
You never spoke very highly of them. There was this one girl, her name is, I'm just kidding. There was this one girl who ran through a whole friend group. She started with one guy, dated him for, you know, maybe like a year-ish, dated another guy within the same group. She went through guys in the friend group, had a baby with a guy, the most unexpected, had a baby with a guy in the friend group, like after high school. And all these guys would hang out.
That's the most disturbing thing.
Like, these guys would hang out. And, like, I remember I went to a party that I got invited to, and she was there with one of the guys she was dating, but there was, like, 4 guys that she's dated at that party with their girls. And I'm like, is this just, like, not awkward?
Like, I mean, some people just don't care.
Like, to me, like, I don't know. I think because of that, I always knew I was going to keep whoever I dated very off from who I hung out with. I even kept them different boroughs, different zip codes. I dated some guy from Jersey I was leaving the state for. You know, very far away.
Yeah. Would you say that your friends are known hoes or discreet hoes?
Everybody that I hang out with is a discreet hoe. I don't hang out with
A known hoe.
a known hoe.
But you did one known hoe.
Yes. Astoria's most notorious puss. That one.
Well, I asked you, like, where did you learn this from? Because I had an experience when I was in freshman year. That's when I first started going to hooky parties. Like, I'd never been to a hooky party.
Oh my god, I have a hooky party too.
Yeah.
Hooky party story
Sorry,
too.
yeah. So, this is my first hooky party, and there's this older guy there, like 2 years older than me. So, we were in a room, and we were making out.
Mm-hmm.
And he like wanted to like start doing stuff, and I was uncomfortable with that.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, no, that's not gonna happen. So I left.
Mm-hmm.
So we're chilling in the party, having a good time, right? Then my friend, she was also at the party, and she knew that I basically had made out with this guy, but he wanted to do more things, and I was just like, no, that's not gonna happen.
He had blue balls.
Exactly. So then, like a week later, there was another hooky party, but I didn't go because I was like, I need to stay the fuck in school.
Yeah.
So she basically made out and fucked the guy at that second hooky party that I didn't go to. And then my friends came back, and she was like, oh my gosh, she was making out with the guy that you made out with last week. And I was like, that bitch is a known hoe, because she knew that I had made out with him. So she's not really my friend. She's a fucking acquaintance.
Mm-hmm.
So then after that, she was known to like be seen with him up and down. And only a month later, he went and hooked up with another bitch. And I was like, you know what? After that, like, then she became the type of person that was always at the hooky parties.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, she was known to be a known hoe.
Yeah.
But I took that as that experience of, like, if I'm going to do something, it has to be discreet.
Yeah. And maybe this is the old school, like, Latin mentality that I was raised with, but, like, my mom always said, like, tell me who your friends are, tell me who you are.
Exactly.
And I was always like...
That's not true.
Well, no, like, I didn't hang out with, like, big hoes.
Okay.
But it was just like, you know, like, I don't want to be known as, like, this hoe-ass squad.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, it wasn't me. I did go to a hooky party once when I was, like, in 10th grade. And it was, like, you know, like, New York. Apartments are fucking small.
Yeah.
And there was a room, and, like, 3 couples fucked in that room. Like, not at the same time.
But
like,
took turns.
And maybe because I was a virgin back then, but I was like, this is disgusting. But I think it's still disgusting now.
I mean, that is disgusting. You took turns to get...
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just saying. But what I was telling you is, I wish that they taught this type of lesson instead of math.
Yeah.
Like, how to be a discreet hoe, and, like, why being a discreet hoe is better off for you long term.
Yeah.
Like, they should teach this.
They should. So I know someone who is now a lady.
Wow.
And I've met her as a lady. But, you know, she had a past.
Mm-hmm.
And she was a little bit of a hoe.
Okay.
And
she was exploring her sexuality.
She was exploring her sexuality. And, you know, she had her fun. But, again, I'm not shaming people who are hoes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying keep your shit
To yourself.
to yourself and keep it separate.
Mm-hmm.
She was also going through friend groups.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people knew who she was. And this was like 20 years ago. Now that she is in a different place in her life, you know, it still comes up that, like, at some point, she was a little bit of a hoe. And I feel like that mala fama will go with you for forever, even though she has been retired for the game for quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, it still comes up. Like, and, like, if my guy friend came with a girl, like, oh, this is my new girlfriend, I'm very happy. If I know that
She was a hoe.
she was a hoe, as my friend, I'm going to be like, I'm very happy you're happy. I'm going to give you information. You do with it what you want. I heard
A, B, and C.
A, B, and C. Probably is not the truth now. but I'm just gonna let you know, and you do with it as you want.
I think that's fair.
It is, but like that mala fama, it follows you.
So as Drea once said, you cannot erase your hoe.
Yeah, and it's like with guys too. Like people say like, oh, it's a double standard, but like, I mean,
if I hear that you're,
if a guy's community dick, you don't want him.
no, I'm like, I don't want that. If I know that like, oh, like, yeah, I fucked him, or he did this and this, it turns me off.
Yeah, I mean, there are girls who are birds, and that turns them on. But that's how you know that's a hoe.
So to end this episode, I want you to ask yourself, what kind of hoe are you?
Are you building, or are you a house hoe?
Are you discreet, or are you popular? And leave that shit in the comments. We want to know.
Mm-hmm. And we want to know who's a hoe. We want to know who's a hoe. Like, girl.
And if you're a prude hoe, we want to know that too.
Like me.
Not this summer.
I
You
said
said you're going to be toxic, you said.
Okay, toxic, hot girl does not mean known hoe. It just means fun. I don't even want to fuck a lot of people. I just want to like be out. I want to have fun. I want to go out with different people. I want to meet different gentlemen. I want to like enjoy myself. Like, yeah.
Okay, I like that.
And if you would like to apply to my squad, we are actively recruiting. It is the Girls and Gays last single hot girl summer for baddies. Mm-hmm.
This is a fucking mouthful.
So please send your resume.
Send it to Estee. He's going to be going over the requirements.
Send me your resume. Send me your thing. We're going to try to get together. We're going to go to like really fun places like the Standard or things like that.
Or Jubilee.
I love Jubilee. Marlene would not be there because she does not fit the requirement, but you know, she'll be there in spirit.
I will fucking crash your
I actually
shit.
have a recruit and is one of your best friends.
Who?
I'm
like, tell me. Oh yeah, she's great.
Yeah.
You should recruit her.
She's a recruit.
Yeah, she's a baddie.
She's a baddie.
And she's fully single.
Fits all criteria.
Finally.
You know, we're gonna have a great time.
Yeah, I encourage this. And I'll be there even if I'm not part of the crew. I'll be crashing it. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, follow, comment, and let us know what kind of hoe you are.
Mm-hmm. And if you think we're wrong and we're too judgmental, let us know too.
Yeah, it's fine. We'll take it.
We won't change, but let us know.
Yeah. Bye.
Thank you for listening to Spilling the Tea with Estee and Marlene.
Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe on your favorite platform. Bye, guys.